All right. So today I wanted to demo another cool Ymir command that's just there for quality of life, developer quality of life. So it's called the environment domain change command. So the idea behind it is that for a lot of us, we're going to deploy new websites, sometimes importing an existing database, and we want to do the traditional with WPCLI. It's called the search and replace command. And what I wanted to do is add a bunch of helper UX around that WP search and replace command. So we're gonna just to as a demo. Here's the current database. It's a really simple. I'm just showing the data. I'm not even going to show the website. This is just the WordPress database for demo on staging, and we're just going to run the command and see what it does. Oh. And here we go. The Ymir environment domain change. And like all Ymir commands, you can put some arguments or options, but we're gonna just go through the wizard. So the first thing it's gonna do is it actually checks if you already have domain maps in your ymir.yaml file. Right now we don't, so it defaults to the vanity domain. So it already kind of we already can guess that this is probably the domain we want to change. So it's going to ask you if that's what we want to do. So yes, that's actually what I want to do here. And now it asks us what's the new domain and the environment that we're changing it, just so we're clear. So we're just going to say new domain.com. Then this is just a confirmation. Are you sure you want to change the staging environment domain from Holy Tundra to newdomain.com? We say yes. And this is also, again, quality of life stuff. So now Ymir detects that we want to change the domain, but we don't actually have the domain mapped in our configuration. So I forgot to check show before, but you'll have to take my word for it that that's what it does. But basically, it asks you, do you want to update your configuration with this new domain? And obviously, we want to, so we say yes. And now it's running the search and replace command. And not only that, it's also going to do flush the object cache. And if I determine that there's other things we need to do in the future, it'll do those. But those are the two main things. So we search and replace the database, and then we flush the object cache. And then if we check the ymir.yaml file, you can see that at the bottom in staging, the domain was set to newdomain.com. And if we refresh the database here, there we go. So you can see it's all at newdomain.com. So again, it's not these aren't like big things, but they're just quality of life. So I'm a developer. Ymir is really targeted at developers. So really what I want is to just make it such an enjoyable experience to use Ymir. So these kind of small commands that I can build like that just leverage all this information that I have about your environment. Even in some cases, I could just pull for some information about your WordPress installation. We don't need to here. I can just figure it out using figuring out with the vanity domain and a bunch of other things. But that's really one of the cool things that I like doing with Ymir, and I hope that brings you joy, because that's the whole point of Ymir. So here you go.